Hello, it's Matthew, and I'm going to give you the top 10 sex pill review. Now, what's exciting about this is I'm going to break this down and I'm going to kind of show you the different categories of where they all fall into, talk about some of the price value, and look at whether or not the actual dosages can be effective or not. And so here's where we're going to start. We're going to start looking at this sheet right here. We want to find something that fits right in the middle so we can say it actually works. So we're looking at properties that these have. One of them would be an aphrodisiac property. In other words, sometimes when we're looking and we're having, trouble in the bedroom, or we want to just be, more efficient, we want to get in the mood, and it could be a mental thing. It can also be a blood flow issue. A lot of times when people have impotence, it can be a blood flow problem. And I'm going to talk about that. And the disclaimer here is, as we go forward, I'm not a medical doctor, so this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not here to heal, prevent, treat, cure, or diagnose a disease. But I have done my research, and I'm 40 years old, and I've been through a couple times in my life when I've had issues, and I've also experimented with a lot of these products for over 2 decades, and I've owned supplement companies that have done, business all over the world. So this is not something that's new to me. So I'm going to try to condense this into under 10 minutes and give you a crash course, a master course in what you're looking for. So you also have testosterone. Now, sometimes our testosterone levels as men can be lower than they should be, especially in today's climate where the environment has so many xenoestrogens and toxins that disrupt our hormones and can cause us to have higher estrogen dominance. And then there's also adaptogens. We're under stress, and our bodies can act weird under stress, and our hormones can become disrupted. So there's also this adaptogen category. So the ingredients we're going to talk about fall into these 4 categories, and we're going to look at these value conscious wise and figure out how they lay out. So let's talk about the top 10. All right, so number 10 here. Now, I just picked a lot of these because of how they represent many of the different choices that are on the market. Now, this one right here is called Natura Max, and it runs for $49.95. So if you look at this, you actually look at the ingredients in there. It has maca, arginine, tribulus, avena sativa, horny goat wheat, ginkgo. It has a whole hodgepodge of products. Now, I'm never a fan of a product that has so many different ingredients in it in such low dosages that you never really hit the therapeutic dosage range. For instance, L-Arginine is something that I've used, and we're going to talk about that, to really get the circulation flowing, and it's an incredible hack that you can use to get huge pumps in your, your sexual department. But not at 90 milligrams a dosage. It's way too small. So some of those dosages that I've noticed are okay, but for $50, this is a product I would not buy. Now, number 9 is Viswiss, and this product runs for $35. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, $35.99 right there. Okay. It has, again, look at the L-Arginine. Just as a side note, you're going to need about 3 grams of L-Arginine to produce the desired pump effect. That's 3,000 milligrams. Look at what you have in here, 300 milligrams. Now that's a problem. So the first ingredient in there, the one that they're leading with, is they have niacin and zinc. So that's good. Niacin for blood flow at 1 milligram. Not so sure about that. That's kind of small. And zinc, 15 milligrams. So again, this product, I'd say it's okay, but I would never buy it, to be honest with you. I'd buy it. I'm not gonna slam somebody else's product. That's not my gig. I'm just kind of showing you what I look for. I definitely wouldn't buy it. Now, Nugenix, I guess, nice box. It's $44.99. And what we're looking at is we have vitamin B6, B12, and zinc in 1 milligram. Okay. This has 2 grams total. So 2,100 milligrams is 2 grams of what they say their free testosterone complexes. So citrulline, fenugreek, and tribulus. All right, well, for $45, I'm not going to buy a bottle of citrulline and a couple other herbs. That's just not going to happen. So that would be number 7. So far, I really wouldn't buy any of these. They wouldn't be beneficial for what I'm looking for. Now, you may be looking for something else, but they don't fit the value description in my book. Now, Zytenz is number 6, and Zytenz has niacin, B6, magnesium, zinc, D-aspartic acid, and tribulus. So D-aspartic acid and tribulus are testosterone. They're designed for testosterone enhancement. Magnesium is essential for everybody, and so is zinc, especially for men. Men need to get about 40 milligrams of zinc in every day. But in terms of this D-aspartic, tribulus, L-Arginine, again, kind of a small dose, and kind of a hodgepodge of other things at smaller dosages. For the price of $32.95, I don't know. I probably wouldn't buy that either. Now, again, don't take my word for it here. You know, I'm not here to slam anybody's products because everybody has a right to sell whatever they want at whatever price they want as long as it's legal. I'm just telling you that I wouldn't buy any of these so far. This is a review video, and I'm looking at ingredients. I'm not looking at brands. I'm just looking at what's in there and what the price is that I'm actually paying for it. Because I want to know if it works. And in my research, there are certain things at certain dosages that I've tried that actually work. So tribulus, now the funny thing about tribulus is a lot of people use it for a test booster, but it's never really been proven to do much significantly in terms of real testosterone. And you can do the research out there yourself. Oat herb powder, 500 milligrams. L-Arginine, 300 milligrams. So again, it's kind of small. Urocomia longforia, 200 milligrams. Now that's good. That's long jack. I really like that. Wheat bean, fenugreek, ginkgo, blood circulation. All right, so this product right here is $44.95. I will actually say I liked a lot of what was in there, and I liked the dosages, and it sort of hits that sweet spot that it could be a good value. $44.95 is a bit high for what I'd be willing to pay for it. So again, that would come in, you know, around the level of 6. And then at the 5 mark, this is $60.99 for VigRX. And okay, so now with biopurine. Biopurine is a black pepper extract. It supposedly makes whatever's in the formula stronger. It helps absorb it better in the body. All right, so you have adaptogens like Korean ginseng, saw palmetto, it's good for your prostate. Hawthornberry, it's good for your heart. That's good, circulation. Ginkgo biloba, circulation. Tribulus, testosterone. Then you have this Muriatia parama bark extract, and then you have Epidium, 30 milligrams with biopurine. So the biopurine basically saying that this is stronger and better, etc. Look at this though, FTC red number 40. I'm actually allergic to that. Those are artificial colorings and dyes. I'm not a fan of those. Those can be very toxic for you. Some people don't mind, but for this price, I gave it a good value because it's actually seems to be pretty decent. But for $60.99, that's not really going to be in my top, the top 5 here. So let's go to the top ones and let's see what these sort of look like. So Extenze. They give you a lot of packets here. I got this whole box for $35.99 to show you guys what this is, and they give you all of these. I think you have to take all 5. Oh, it's a 5-day supply. Oh, thank God. I was going to be like, you don't have to take 5 pills, do you? Anyway, it says serving size 1 tablet. All right. So this is actually a good value for the price. I can tell you that so far, but let's see if it's actually good. Now, DHEA in there. So DHEA is that's for hormonal balance. That's testosterone. And then pregnenolone is also like a hormonal balance. And the zinc at 25 milligrams. And then folate. Now folate by itself is not my preferred source of B6. Okay, methylfolate is my preferred source. And I have a whole other realm I could get into about that. But we have Yohimbe here. Now, I don't like Yohimbe either. I'm not a fan. Tribulus, ginseng, GABA, L-Arginine. This might be okay for some people, all right? And I guess I put this up there in a higher rank because of how many they give you. They give you so much of this that I think if you stacked it with something else, and I'll tell you what to stack it with, I think it would be pretty cool if you like that sort of thing. But I'd really focus my attention in the category of the top 4. Okay, so the top 4. Now, I've used all of the top 4 here, and I did a lot of my research before I began using these. So these are the ones that I've kind of used, and I can tell you firsthand that I like. And let me tell you why. So RexaVar is $38. And RexaVar has niacin, which is good for the blood flow, tribulus, testosterone, arginine. Now, see this right here? This is 1,577 milligrams, so it's 1.5 grams total. And tribulus is the most common. L-Arginine, you might as well just say that that's not really going to do much at that dosage. And then you got Protodex Matrix, Citrulline, okay, Mayuma, Maca. Okay, Maca's good for adaptogen, and then Tongkat Ali. See, the reason why I like this a lot is I'm a big fan of Tongkat Ali. That is actually one of my favorite of all time. Avena sativa and long pepper. Okay, so this one right here, I actually like it. Good results. So that is a good product in my opinion. Now, number 3 is not really marketed as a sex pill, but this is what I used when I had issues with circulation. And if you ever notice how if you don't have maintain a really rigid erection and there's some sort of like flaccidness, you might have a blood flow issue. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, but what I researched was that a lot of men have problems with blood flow. And there's a whole host of reasons, not the least of which including our modern diet, which restricts our arteries, being sedentary, not getting enough oxygen in the body, not exercising, whatever it is. Here's a way to hack blood flow that's really effective, and you can get like both of these, L-Arginine and Citrulline, for about 30 to 40 bucks. So this Yarrow Formula's arginine is, look at the dose, okay? One tablet is 1,000 milligrams. So what I do is I take 3 of these tablets a day, and that gives me 3 grams of L-Arginine. And now this is a real big hack here that I'm going to show you guys that I've discovered, and I call it like the super pump in the bedroom. So I use the L-Arginine with the Citrulline, and that's in 3 grams too. So I take 3 grams of Citrulline and 3 grams of arginine. Again, that's 3,000 milligrams. That's way higher than most of the products, that have the little bitty tiny amounts of arginine in there contain. So you just get the straight amounts and you get these much higher dosages, and then I call that the super pump. So for like 30 to 40 bucks a month, you can get the super pump, and I really like that. Now, number 2 is what I used to stack with. So I'd use these 3 things together. I used to use Penatropin, arginine, and Citrulline, and I'll tell you what, this is like knocking it out of the park from where I was coming from. But I started to have problems with this product, for me particularly, and the reason why is because it has blue colored capsules. These blue colored pills, I'll show you, they can be problematic for a lot of people. And then also it has acetyl L-carnitine and propional L-carnitine, and propional L-carnitine and acetyl L-carnitines, since a lot of people have thyroid issues, hypothyroid, which means they have a problem with some hormone disruptors from all of the toxins in our environment. I was one of those people, and this can interfere with your thyroid production, acetyl L-carnitine and carnitine. So what was happening was I was getting these amazing erections. You see the blue capsules? I don't do well with colors, and I don't recommend people use these colors. They're not really that safe for you, and they're not healthy. You can do your own research. I don't use colored tablets of any kind anymore. But this propylene carnitine, this carnitines that are in here can interfere with the thyroid hormones. And I was tired all the time. It was making me super tired because my thyroid hormones were being obstructed by the carnitines that are in here. But I'll tell you what, the Butea superba was a breakthrough. That Butea superba combined with these, when I took these three together, it's just crushing it. And that's what I was using. And so this is like $39.99 a month for the Penatropin. But what happened was, Beat It Up was conceptualized about, from Alpha Upgrade. Just look at the symbol there. It's kind of symbolic, isn't it? And Beat It Up came along, and we're talking about Butea superba, 500 milligrams. Bacopa is an adaptogen, and that's good with the stress. So we've got all of these categories that we're hitting here. And the Urocomia longifolia is long jack. So this right here was the home run. I mean, talk about, you want to beat it up in the bedroom. It's properly named in my unprofessional opinion here. But this is what I use today. I use Beat It Up, and I use Arginine and Citrulline. And it is just absolutely the best sex of my life. Incredible. Like I said, I'm 40, but in my world, what I feel like I'm, in my lower 20s. I mean, it is that good in my experience. Now, I can't say your experience will be the same, but I'd say if you want more information, go to any of the website links below on these products. I put them all below in the description. And this is my top 10 review. So check it out, and I hope you got some good information here. Thanks.